Since the release of its sequel earlier this year, I had never actually taken the time to see the actual predecessor to this, but I am going to give you my review of this after I finally give it a second time watch before I finally get to see that sequel. Prepare yourselves, direct from China. Yes, this film comes from China, but I saw an English dub. Here's my review of Neja. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. I'm the Big D, and this time around, I bring to you a review of the 2019 Chinese animated fantasy adventure flick Neja. Distributed by Beijing Enlight Pictures, directed by Jiaozi. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. Its animation production is done by the director's own company, Chengdu Coca Cartoon, and featuring the popular Chinese mythological character Neja. The plot is loosely based on the 16th century novel Investiture of the Gods by Zhu Zhongling. The film is about a young boy named Neja who is the reincarnation of the demon orb, which is separated from the Chaos Pearl by the primeval Lord of Heaven, Yuanshi Tianzong. Born with the destructive powers of a demon orb, he finds himself as an outcast who is hated and feared by the townsfolk of Qingtang Pass. And destined by prophecy to bring destruction to the world, he must choose between good and evil in order to break the shackles of fate and become a hero. The film was released here in China on July 26th after it was exclusively seen first in Beijing, as well as in IMAX and China Film Giant Screen theaters. Now, after this, it did get a North American release on August 29th in select IMAX 3D theaters before a nationwide rollout on September 6th the following week. Well, let's get started. A Chaos Pearl birthed from the primordial essences of heaven and earth begins siphoning energies gluttonously. The Supreme Lord Yuanshi Tianzan dispatches his disciples Tai Zhenren, and Shen Gongbao to subdue the sentient pearl. You gotta bear with me, I'm not really good with some of these foreign names, apologies. Due to its ability to absorb energy, Tai and Shen are unable to defeat it. Tianzhen uses the seven-colored sacred lotus to separate the pearl into two opposite components, the spirit pearl and the demon orb. Tianzhen places a heavenly curse upon the demon orb. In 3 years' time, it will be destroyed by heavenly lightning. Tianzhen then instructs Tai to take the spirit pearl to be reincarnated as the third son of Li Jing in the town of Qingtang Pass. The son will be named Neja. Motivated by jealousy, Shen steals the spirit pearl and causes Li Jing's pregnant wife, Lady Yin, to give birth to Neja as a reincarnation of the demon orb. Tai tells them that Neja's fate is sealed. In 3 years' time, the heavenly curse placed upon the demonic orb will kill him. So Li travels to heaven with Tai in an attempt to plead for Neja's life, but is told the curse is irremovable. Meanwhile, Shen brings the stolen spirit pearl to the Dragon King of the East Sea. The Dragon King infuses the spirit pearl into an egg, giving birth to his third son, Ao Bing, whom the Dragon King allows Shen to take as a disciple. The dragons resent that they are confined to the ocean floor as prisoners of the heavenly court, and hope that since Ao Bing is born from the spirit pearl, they will be deemed worthy by heaven and allowed to ascend and become Xian, which that means immortals. To tame his demonic nature and make him happy, Nejah's parents lied to him, telling him he was born of the spirit pearl and is destined to be a great demon hunter. Nejah studies under Tai and acquires great skills, but is still not allowed to hunt demons. Becoming impatient, he escapes his confines to hunt demons on his own. While chasing a yaksha trying to devour a little girl, Nejah burns down a fishing village. Albin joins Nejah's fight, but is petrified by the yaksha. Nejah cleverly defeats the yaksha and rescues both Albin and the little girl, and he and Al become friends. However, his actions are misunderstood by the townsfolk of the destroyed village. They deem Nejah a malicious demon, which causes him to lash out at the villagers, hurting many of them until Nejah's parents and Tai arrive to stop him. After Lee learns it was all just a misunderstanding, he plans to prove Nejah's innocence on his upcoming birthday party. 10 days later, the Lee household organizes a lavish birthday party for their son, inviting the townsfolk to attend. Shin visits Nejah before the party and reveals the truth of his nature to him. I do mean Nejah. Furious at his parents' deception, Nejah unleashes his true demonic form and nearly kills his father until Albin intervenes. Feeling betrayed, Nejah leaves to await his fate. Now you better stop this video at once. I'm going to the end. You got 5 seconds right now. So if you've seen this movie already, please continue. I think you know the rest if you haven't. Okay, you've been warned. While thanking Albin, Lee discovers that he is the reincarnation of the spirit Pearl, knowing that if this is revealed, all of Dragonkind will be condemned forever. Albin acts as well on Shen's command. He creates a massive sheet of ice above the town, intending to bury the town and eliminate all witnesses. Meanwhile, Nejah learns that when his father visited heaven to plead for his life, he accepted an enchantment that would allow him to trade his life for Nejah's. Moved by his father's sacrifice, Nejah returns to the village to stop Albin. Unleashing his full demonic form, Nejah defeats Albin but spares his life for being his only friend. When the heavenly line approaches, Nejah surrenders to his fate but is unexpectedly joined by Albin. Linking hands, they unleash the Chaos Pearl's ability to absorb energy. Their mortal bodies cannot withstand the full energy of the strike and are destroyed, but with Tai's help, they survive as spirits. The citizens of Chintang Pass approach and kneel in gratitude to the two for solving. Well, I mean, not solving, saving them, And that's the end of the story, but in the mid-credit scene, the Dragon King vows vengeance on Chintang Pass for what happened to Albin. The other 3 Dragon Kings of the 4 seas appear and use this as an opportunity to make a deal with him. Meanwhile, in an unknown location, a sneak peek of and then a follow-up to the film is introduced called Jiang Zia. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but that's that for realsies. So what did I think of Nejah? Well, after seeing it twice, I must admit this film's really something. It's proved to be more good than what I had anticipated because it's a good thing it is a English dub of the film, which you can find almost everywhere. On Prime Video, on HBO Max now they got the sequel. It's on Netflix. It's on Tubi. Just about anywhere. But anyway, I thought this film was so incredible and amazing. I liked the so cool effects in my view, the atmosphere, the action sequences. It had some pretty humorous bits in my view. So I gotta say, it proved to be a good one. It made 742 million overall worldwide on its $22 million budget, becoming one of the biggest non-English films before its sequel even came out. Rotten Tomatoes has a score of 88% and Metacritic has a score of 56. So apparently it proved it to be really good. Now for here domestically, having overtaken 2015's Monkey King, Hero is Back as a top grossing Chinese anime film of all time and Zootopia for the following year as the highest grossing animation of all time at the box office. The film enjoys great popularity within Chinese audiences, especially the youth. Three scholars, Thomas White, Joaquin Mujica, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, and Melissa Brown in 2021 argue that the nuanced implying mutual friendship relationship between the character of Neja and Ao Bing anticipates and caters to the prevalence of BL, that's boys love, fandom within China. With numerous online discussions and fan art interpreting them as a potential romantic couple, despite general popularity, the response from domestic audiences varies, with some appreciating its innovative storytelling, but some criticize it as merely a recasting of tired modern tropes. Well, that's understandable. But since its release, the film has resonated with global users on various mainstream social media platforms like TikTok and YouTube were attracted by the main theme of the film, challenging fate, and they voluntarily participated in the discussions and explanations of various Chinese cultures in the film. Some respondents mentioned that the movie analysis videos on YouTube helped them understand the Chinese cultural symbols in the movies by deeply analyzing the meanings of various Chinese cultures in the movies. But anyway, I really do have to admit that this was very good. After this, it was selected as the Chinese entry for Best International Feature Film at the 92nd Academy Awards, becoming the first animated film from China to ever do so. But it was ultimately not nominated. It was selected, but not, well, you know. Now, it was confirmed that this film would be the first installment in a cinematic universe based on Investiture of the Gods. A second film called Jiangxia was slated for release on January 25th, 2020, but following the pandemic, all Chinese New Year releases were canceled. But however, it was released months later on October that year, which aligned with China's National Day in both China and the US. I've never seen it, but if I do happen to encounter it, I will certainly look into it. Now, of course, earlier this year we got Ne Zha 2, which is to this day the highest grossing and most successful film of this year internationally so far. Even though Zootopia 2's gaining on it in ways, but I must admit, from what I've seen of Ne Zha twice, I have to say it is very incredible. I actually like the titular character and Ao Bing. They were all really good. Now, I really won't give the Mandarin Chinese voices in my view. For the English dub, for the titular character of Ne Zha, we have Jordan Cole doing Ne Zha's voice, while Griffin Poitou voiced the adolescent Ne Zha. Alex Lay voiced Ao Bing, Vincent Rodriguez III voiced Li Jing, Stephanie Sheh voiced Lady Yin, Mike Pollock voiced Tai Yi, and Jaden Waldman as Shen. So you got to admit this has a pretty good voice acting cast. A lot of them I'm not too familiar with, unfortunately, but in the end, I feel like this does have a good voice acting cast. Please stand by. Now, one other thing, Wan Pin Chu, I hope I pronounced that right, does the score for the film, and it's good. So I have to give this film credit for what it had to offer. I found it to be a very good, enjoyable experience. So this film is very easy to find. So if you've never seen Ne Zha, then you need to check it out. It's available on almost every streaming service. So would I recommend it? I would say yes, go for it. I think you'll really like it. So what did you think of Ne Zha? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, consider clicking the like button, subscribe, click the bell icon for notifications, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, and you know the rest. Join me next time when I bring to you my Saturday morning TV log on the Fraggle Rock animated series. So if you like this, check out these other videos. In the upper left-hand corner and right-hand corner are my reviews of the first two installments of the Kung Fu Panda series, the original in the upper left-hand corner, and Kung Fu Panda 2 in the upper right-hand corner. Or if you'd like something else, check out my spoiler-free review of Disney's Raya and the Last Dragon in the bottom left-hand corner. In the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.